Throughout history, power, crowns, and thrones have been symbols of ultimate destiny. But for some women, despite their brilliance, ambition, and bloodline, the crown always remained just out of reach. These were women who bore the title of empress, princess, or consort, yet never truly became queens. This is their story, the story of the empress that never became a queen. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where history's most captivating stories come to life. The first is Empress Matilda, the Lady of the English. Matilda, daughter of King Henry I of England, was proclaimed heir to the throne. In an age when women were not trusted to rule, she waged a bloody civil war against her cousin Stephen in what became known as the Anarchy. Though victorious at moments, she was never crowned. Instead, she paved the way for her son, Henry II, the founder of the mighty Plantagenet dynasty. Matilda's destiny was stolen by politics, but her legacy lived on in her bloodline. The second is Empress Joséphine, crowned, then cast aside. Joséphine de Beauharnais rose from poverty and imprisonment during the French Revolution to marry Napoleon Bonaparte. Crowned as Empress of the French in 1804, she became the first woman of France. Yet, she was never recognized as a queen and was divorced for failing to give Napoleon an heir. Though cast aside, her charm and grace captivated Europe, making her one of history's most beloved yet tragic figures. The third is Carlota of Mexico, the forgotten empress. Carlota, a Belgian princess, married Maximilian of Habsburg, who became Emperor of Mexico. She embraced her role with passion, dreaming of being queen of a new empire. But Mexico's empire crumbled under revolution and foreign intervention. Carlota fled to Europe, begging for help, but when all failed, her mind shattered. She lived the rest of her life in seclusion, remembered not as a queen, but as a ghost of a lost empire. The fourth is Byzantine shadows, empresses without crowns. In the Byzantine Empire, many women bore the title of Augusta or Empress Consort, yet the empire rarely recognized them as rulers in their own right. Women like Irene of Athens fought for power, ruling behind veils of ceremony, but often denied the title of queen or sole ruler. Their voices echo through chronicles, powerful yet constrained. The fifth is Asia's lost empresses. Across Asia, countless women of royal blood held imperial titles, yet never became sovereign queens. In China, empress dowagers ruled from behind screens, holding immense influence but never sitting openly on the dragon throne. In India, powerful Mughal women like Nur Jahan shaped empires, yet their names were recorded only in whispers. They wielded power, but history often erased their crowns. These women represent a universal theme, the power and pain of unrealized destiny. They had the blood, the right, the courage, and sometimes even the crown, but never the recognition. Their stories remind us that history often denies women the titles they deserve, even as it grants them the influence of rulers. They were empresses, princesses, rulers, and dreamers. Their crowns slipped away, but their legacies endured. They remind us that titles do not always measure greatness, and that history's truest queens may be those who never wore the crown. This is the story of the empresses who never became queens. So the next time you see a crown, remember, it's not the crown that makes the queen, it's the woman who dares to reach for it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed uncovering the untold stories of history's forgotten rulers, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.